U.S. President Joe Biden is set to deliver his State of the Union address on Tuesday, setting the tone for his relationship with the new Republican-dominated Congress and a possible re-election bid. The annual speech, which reached more than 38 million viewers last year, according to Nielsen, could deliver Biden his largest television audience of the year. It gives him a chance to shape public perceptions and to tout his accomplishments. A bipartisan infrastructure bill, progress on inflation, gun safety, and strong job growth, milestones that don't seem to be showing up in his lackluster approval ratings. Nathaniel Burkhead is a political science professor at Kansas State University.
So, whereas in previous decades, if the economy was doing well, the president would be rewarded, and if the economy was doing poorly, the president would be punished, we're in a new era where if the economy is doing well, it doesn't change his approval ratings. If the economy is doing poorly, it doesn't really change his approval ratings because Democrats are going to back Biden and Republicans are going to attack Biden irrespective of the policy objectives, irrespective of the economic factors, and so on. And so that makes it a very challenging era for him to try to point to legitimate policy victories and make a convincing case for that, given that so few people are willing to be persuaded.
The speech gives Biden an opportunity to shore up support within his own Democratic Party, where some are concerned about his age. Biden turns 80 in November, and if re-elected, would be 82 at the start of a second term. But the setting, in front of a joint session of Congress, doesn't necessarily play to Biden's strengths.
Oratory factor is certainly an important skill, right? Reagan had it, Clinton had it, Obama had it. But effective oratory is not critical to be an effective president. For the State of the Union address, I expect him to talk about the fact that while the economy is doing well, unemployment is at record lows, people are still dealing with inflation. People are still hurting. And so I expect him to strike that tone because that's an aspect that he does well at. He's not good at soaring oratory, but he does a good job at evoking a personal connection.
Biden will undoubtedly highlight some of his guests in the audience. This year, they will include the mother and stepfather of Tyree Nichols, the man who was fatally beaten by Memphis police officers, and Brandon Say, who was called a hero by authorities for disarming a gunman who shot 11 people dead during a celebration of the Lunar New Year in Monterey Park, California.